Happy New Year.
Ugh.
It's enough about that. We're done with the holidays, but we are back. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Happy January 9th.
I'm Alex.
I'm Kristen.
This is Oddvice, a podcast where we talk about anything and everything.
On January 9th.
Today.
Happy New Year.
Only January. We release an episode every January 9th. That's it.
Could you imagine? That's like, I could see like Color Daddy doing that and people like eating it up.
Right.
Like it would work.
Just like one episode a year.
We're back though. This
feels so good.
This feels so good. It's like I immediately now feel like I'm back in routine.
Yep.
I think this is what I was missing.
Yeah, totally.
And we always feel this way even during like season breaks, which obviously are so much longer. Not sitting down with each other with the mics, like talking to you guys, talking to each other. It's not doing that once a week or twice a week with Patreon really like throws me out of whack. And
it's the
how I've
one
been
staple
feeling.
that's like been consistent
right
for 3 years.
That's crazy.
2,
I mean, still,
3.
it's what does it take, like 20 something days to build a habit, and this has been a habit for over 20 something days, a little over, just a smidge over.
Bit.
So it's really weird when we don't do it. So it feels good to be back. We obviously don't want to talk about the holidays too much because I know we're all completely done and over it.
Unless you're like,
you
bring me back.
Do you still have your tree up? God damn it! If you still have your tree up,
take it down.
Just take it down. I'm gonna give you one warning. Take it down right now.
We'll give you one more week.
One more week. Fair. One more week is fine. Ours is down.
If it's still up, if you still have your Christmas lights up on your house come February, you're just like that annoying neighbor.
Yeah. Everybody drives past and is like, get over it.
Yep.
Like, grow up. I feel like there's some people that have them up year round and then they switch the colors to like
summer colors.
Right. Like get over it. And there's still icicles. I'm like, I was going to say 50 degrees. That's warm for us now.
Yeah.
It's 80 degrees or something like that. I was actually just talking to Lily. Hi, Lily. She's editing
Lily. It's been a minute
right now. She was like, oh my God, is it so cold there right now? And I was like, it's like 40s. Like, it's not terrible.
Nice.
I was
a nice
like,
day.
That's crazy. Literally the other day it was like 55 and we were like,
everyone was like outside in shorts.
It's so nice outside.
It's so nice.
I walked outside with a beanie on and our doorman was like, you don't even need that beanie today. Like it felt like everybody was in like a chipper mood. Like it was like a summer day. It's weird though. I feel like we're totally getting used to the cold weather.
I feel like we're in, I don't know, this obviously isn't the worst of it because we haven't snow, but we're pretty deep in winter and like, I'm okay. And I did not think I would be this.
We're 2 weeks in, technically.
Like the actual season, but like the coldness and out of the New York summer, we're like a couple months. Oof. Oh, it's weird to think about how like in 3 or 4 months, it's going to be spring.
I know.
It literally flies by.
It completely flies by. Like I thought it'd be this, I mean, and like you said, we're only a little bit into it, but I thought it'd feel like this like year of cold.
Yeah. Daunting.
But like, it's
gonna fly by.
It's the same as anywhere else.
It's the same shit. It's gonna fly by just as fast as summer flies.
Exactly.
You know?
Like
hopefully, unless we're just talking out of our ass and we don't know shit.
And it hasn't snowed. Once we look outside for multiple days on end, and there's snow on the ground,
and it's like
days,
gray outside. Yeah.
That'll be a little like shocking, but we'll cross that bridge when we get here. Worst case, we go to Miami.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm already ready to like. I really want to plan like a Cancun Tulum trip. I want
to go somewhere warm. Like I'm seeing a lot of people in warm places right now, and they're like in bathing suits.
Let's
like
go
by the pool. It's like, fuck, that sounds so good right now. I'm down. I mean, let's save it for like when we're just
desperate.
We need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, Link, you'll have to stay here with the little dog sitter.
Oh,
or she can take care of herself.
Yeah.
Like, she can like open cabinets and shit.
Oh.
So yeah, this is literally the first time back in routine for over 2 weeks now.
Over 2 weeks.
Yeah, we had, as some of you know, we had Tanner in town, and then Alex's brother ended up coming.
Yeah, so my brother was supposed to fly to the Bay literally the day that freeze hit, where it was like 8 degrees here. Also, he lives in North Carolina, so he experienced the same weather. His flights were, I'm sure you guys all saw it, flights were just being canceled left and right. His flight ended up being pushed like 24 hours. So he called me. He's like, can I just hop on a flight and go to you? So he came here. He was supposed to come just New Year's. So he came here a week early and stayed a week and a half. They both stayed like a week and a half.
Yeah, Tanner ended up being here
a
week and 6 days, literally almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. We literally, okay. Half of it, we we stayed in and played Monopoly, played games, literally
24/7.
24/7. And then we went out one night and like had a fun night. And then we stayed in again. And then New Year's hit and we went out that one night. Like
Yep.
we were in the house basically the whole time.
It was nice though. Like at least for me.
I loved it.
Right. I really liked just
It
like,
felt
not
like-
doing anything with like people that I love so much.
Yep.
Especially after like my exhaustion with Vlogmas, which is like the last
Right.
thing we talked about on this podcast. Like it was really nice to just not only not do anything, but not feel guilty for it.
Right.
Like it's one thing when you give yourself that time, but it's like a normal Tuesday and you're like, okay, I need to be doing something. But we were all on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
We played so much Monopoly, you guys.
We probably played, I'll say like 25 games.
Yeah, 25 games, which
Doesn't sound like a lot, but they're,
I mean, we all know Monopoly games
Yeah.
are long. And if you follow me on Instagram, you saw my frustration for like a week straight. I couldn't fucking win. I did not end up winning until recently. We now all play. The four of us play.
we got
on
the app.
the Monopoly app, which is so fun, by the way.
Yeah, I get it.
It's $5. It's a great app. It's worth it. Trust me. And you can like send a little code and like start a game with anybody who has the code. And I finally won a game on that, which yes, felt nice, but like I want to win like a
full, like a
physical
real
game. Like a real game. Like I want to touch the dice. I want to roll it. But yeah,
you're too hesitant. You don't buy when you should buy
on
the real game.
the real game. Gotcha. Yeah, I was thinking like I feel more ballsy on the phone version.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
I feel that too.
But
I
we have the
literally buy
same-
anything and everything.
We have the same cash. It's the same board.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know what it is.
It's the same way, like-
physical, like
it's the same way like internet trolls can do things behind their phone screen.
Right.
I have like the confidence behind the keyboard.
and it's how like it's easier to swipe your debit card than to pay with
Right.
cash.
Exactly.
It's literally the same thing.
That concept though, like I do understand, but that's always been opposite for me. That specific one.
Oh, really? You spend cash more?
Less.
Oh.
Like
But
I
yeah.
like to keep cash.
Okay. I
And-
think that's what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah. My brain was like, wait, which
My brain
Yeah.
is not here.
Yeah. It's easier to swipe your credit card
Gotcha. Yeah, like
and like you
When
hoard
I-
cash.
right, because when I'm looking at it, I'm like, ooh, like
I have to savor this.
I have to save this.
Once it's gone, it's gone.
If one bill's gone, even though it's a $1 bill, it's gonna feel like thousands is gone.
yeah, it's like
gone.
ratio almost.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
because they're like physical things.
Right. But like if you're swiping your credit card,
it's
it's
the same
literally
one.
just digit. It's the same one, and then it's just digits that are going. They like
They're
constantly
points.
fluctuate.
It's a point system.
Every time me and Kristen set like Apple Pay each other, we're literally just like playing a game and sending
Like, we
points
laugh.
back and forth.
every time, especially when it's like you'll look at our chat and the night before it'll I'll send her $21 for sushi, and then the night after she sends me 18 for what I
A
got her.
taxi or something,
Right.
and it's all the fucking same.
It's like a couple bucks off. It's all the fucking same. We're just transferring literal points back and forth to each other.
Not real.
Nothing is
Yet,
real.
it completely determines our whole lives.
Completely. Literally does everything, but it's not real. Nothing's real. I can't get too much into this.
It's a constant struggle. It's it's all I think about.
Oh, my migraine's coming back. This is the first day I haven't had a migraine in a long time. I also didn't say everybody besides Alex ended up getting sick too. So we were
Yeah, I was just
in the
a house
house
full of sickies.
just not it. Did not feel good. It was one of those sicknesses too where I know if I would have like got up and shook it off, I probably could have.
I had that
felt
thought
better.
a couple times because when I'm sick and I like lay in my bed all day,
You like
I
get sicker.
get worse.
Yeah.
I almost have to like fake it till I make it. Get up, a fresh shower will
Yeah.
really do you good. A tons of water and like go walk around the block, and it's almost like you're just like, no, I'm not gonna get sick.
Mhm.
But if I sit in it and I like sit in my sweat and my snot, it's
Yep.
like it's the worst.
And
it makes it
did
worse.
that.
Yeah.
I did that for 2 days where I just like laid in bed, and then Tanner ended up getting sick too. So it was like, we're both sick. Let's just be like cozy and pieces of shit without guilt.
Right.
And then
And especially like during that week,
right,
you
feel
had
like-
nothing else to do.
everybody was sick too. But finally feeling better. I think it turned into like a sinus infection or something though, because it was like that headache where it's just like someone literally threw a baseball at the front of my face, like migraine-y, and like I was watching TV yesterday with sunglasses. That's the level it got to.
We watched
Let's talk about what
Severance.
we watched.
You guys. So of course I saw a TikTok and it was
crazy.
a whole bunch of shows that like have really good endings, and I put it on, and Kristen Kristen came out like how about halfway through the second episode, and she's like, "What are you watching?" And we sat down and I rewatched the first episode so you can watch it.
Sorry, the light fell. We're just
It's okay.
there's cobwebs.
There's cobwebs. So we sat and watched all 9 episodes here yesterday on the couch. We were supposed to record this episode yesterday,
But I had a migraine.
yeah, she had a migraine. It was fine. We also were supposed to go to dinner, but we ended up canceling that too. But like, we finished the whole season. Guys, watch it. It's on Apple TV. It's called Severance.
We watched 9 hours.
9 hours straight. No, I literally got up. I was hungover. I'll talk about my night before later. But I was hungover. So I took a really cold shower and got a glass of kombucha. It's my morning routine after a night of drinking. And I laid down here, like I said, turned on Severance. And I didn't get up from this spot until probably like 6 to make food.
Right. And then we sat back down, watched another movie, played Monopoly while we watched a movie.
Yep.
And then we went to bed. Just pieces of shit.
Total
we're back.
Total pieces of shit yesterday. But we kind of needed that.
I needed it for sure. I feel a lot better today.
Yeah.
But yeah, Severance is good. It's at first it was kind of like, where's this going? It was a little slow, but the whole mystery of it, I think I said like episode 1, I was like, we're not going to find this out until the last episode.
Yeah.
I
but
knew it was
then
going to be one of those shows.
It like gave us a little teaser, I think episode 6 or 7. It gave us a little teaser. And we both like perked up. We were like, okay, I'm back in this. Because there was a like.
I was fizzling out for a sec.
Fizzling out for like episode maybe 4 or 5, 6.
Yeah.
And then that thing happened in episode 6. And we're like, okay, we're
wait,
back.
What? Like my migraine went away. Like I was like, I'm in this. I will say though, the concept I do think could have been a movie.
Yeah.
I appreciate a long show because it's always nice to like binge and like really dive into a show. But I think there's a lot of shows lately that could just be movies.
Now that we know the cliffhanger of the last episode, like I can see a whole season 2. Like I can see where they're going.
I wouldn't want a movie with that cliffhanger.
No.
You're right. But I think the concept would have been really cool as a movie.
Right.
Because I don't know.
It was the fact that Ben Stiller is the director and producer, right? Or just director?
I think just director.
So cool. I would never think that this would be the genre that he would direct.
No. I love seeing that. Like how what's his name? Jonah Hill just did like his like
Stutz.
therapy.
Yeah.
We need to watch that, by the way.
Yeah, we do.
Like I love seeing people that you wouldn't expect, especially like people in comedy go into something serious. I'm like, you're a real person.
Yeah.
Like even like Seth Rogen does that sometimes.
Right.
And, like, even with like Houseplant, like him coming to like an aesthetic business. I'm like, you're so much more than just a funny dude.
Right.
It's just cool to see. We also watched Kaleidoscope on Netflix. That's good. It's that one you watch in
like whatever order you want. So every episode you can watch, and it could potentially be like a first episode.
Let me read you the order we watched it. Alex actually found this TikTok. It was from
a Vulture article.
Vulture. Okay. I really like the order we watched it. So if you haven't watched it yet and you want an order, we suggest this. I think it made the most sense. But look, read the article. There was a few other like options.
Right. So you can watch it like in chronological timeline order. You can watch it in the way that Netflix released it, which I don't suggest.
Do not do that.
Don't do that.
Whatever you do,
don't do that. This is the order that we watched it in though.
So each episode, like she was saying, there's kind of like an order because each episode starts with X amount of time before the heist. So that's not a spoiler
or
anything.
After.
Right. It's all surrounded by a heist. You will get that whatever episode you start first. And we did the order yellow, violet, orange, green, blue, red, pink, and white. So good. Definitely recommend that order. Whatever order you do, I will say, just make sure you keep white at the end.
Yes.
Like that. I think that was really good.
It was good.
I would even say red, pink, white, keep at the end. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yep.
Yeah, what do we say? Like at the end, about a 6 out of 10.
Okay, there were so many parts that were so cheesy to me. Like I literally got the ick watching them.
No, we looked at each other and we're like, I'm embarrassed for them.
It was like some of the writing was super cheesy.
I'm picturing
the part
the Murphy bed.
Like
this
it
isn't
could
a
have
spoiler.
been so cool.
If you've watched it, I think, is that the last episode or second to last?
I don't know, maybe towards the end.
Do you remember the Murphy bed scene? That's all we're saying. We literally
I got the ick.
It was so silly.
It was so bad.
It was like so like nerdy. Like
the slow-mo, make that cool, quick cut.
Right. Even the music got corny.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Netflix productions though. Like I like the concepts of a lot of Netflix shows, but
I think they rush the writing.
they rush the writing. The acting is like, you have
Subpar.
Netflix budget. Get better people.
Yeah. Well, don't they like not have budget anymore?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. I could have made that up.
they don't need to get like crazy people, but I feel like you and I could act better than that. We're
Absolutely.
not even actors.
Should take an acting class?
I don't know.
I would give myself the ick.
Exactly. I've like considered it. I'm like, should I like try? Like, I feel like the most I would do would be like maybe improv.
Fun.
But I don't think I could be a character that I didn't relate to.
Oh, interesting.
Like that's the most acting I could do, is as long as I can relate to her.
I feel like I could chameleon.
I don't think I could. I think I would try, but I would just end up coming out. You know, it would still be like, oh, that's Kristen.
You would just be one of those actors that like has a specific role.
Right. Like Daniel Radcliffe.
Right. Or like Seth Rogen.
Ooh, I'll take that. Oh, I wish he was single. The things I do.
Daniel Radcliffe.
No, Seth Rogen.
No. I was going to say, Kristen, you've never expressed this to me. That's a new
Ew.
one.
No offense, Daniel. I know he's listening to this.
Yeah, that is
He's for
crazy.
sure on our Patreon.
He's hot in his own way. He's
That's
what is
nice.
it? Cute hot?
Oh yeah.
Hot cute? No, I don't know.
No, aren't those, it's like ugly hot.
Ugly. Okay, yeah, he's ugly hot.
I don't think he is. I don't think he falls into either of those for me.
He's got a little bit of swagger.
I'd have to see him in person. I only see Harry Potter.
Right. I actually only see like older Daniel Radcliffe, like adult Daniel Radcliffe.
I see like Sorcerer's Stone.
Also,
I see,
he
like,
doesn't
baby.
look like a Daniel.
He's like Harry. He's Harry Potter. I actually want to look up a current picture of him. Hold on. Adding this to my spank bank.
Gross.
Okay, he looks good.
Yeah, come on.
He's cute. He's cute. God, he looks so much like Harry Potter though. When I was typing in
One would hope.
Daniel, Daniel Craig came up, and we also
Who's
reminds us
that?
the guy from Glass Onion. Isn't that his name?
Oh.
We watched Glass Onion, which is the
The like
sequel-ish
to oh yeah, hot.
he's so fine. To Knives Out.
That
So
was
good. That was so good.
They
you
executed
guys.
really well.
That
I feel like we didn't get a chance to talk about it. I had to rush out because I was actually on my way to an escape room. Remember?
Oh yeah.
We didn't get a chance to talk about it. It was really good.
It was really good. It was I was scared that it wasn't going to live up to Knives Out, which is seriously one of my favorite movies. Like probably in my top 5 favorite movies of all time, and I was like, all right, here we go. Like don't fuck this up.
Right.
But it was perfectly a sequel, but not to the point where you kept comparing it to Knives Out.
Right. It was just like a sister movie.
Yeah. So was it not a sequel?
I don't think so. Well,
but Daniel Craig was the same.
Yeah.
He was the same
And
character.
okay, yeah. It the storylines don't line up, but
Completely different.
it's like White Lotus. One like
Exactly.
continuous character who like her backstory,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a new plot.
Yeah. I like that. I feel like
was
White
really cool.
Lotus and what we're talking about now, Glass Onion and Knives Out, those are like,
They're on the same wavelengths.
I haven't seen any other shows or movies do that. Am I wrong?
American Horror Story.
Yes.
Well,
I like that format.
Actors are the same, but they're actually different characters.
Oh, true. But like same thing where
Same
it's,
concept.
you are tied to the characters, but for like bigger reasons,
Right.
not like storyline reasons.
Yeah.
If that
I
makes
would say
sense.
it's the same. It's
That's good.
similar.
I'd give it like
8?
I'd give it an 8.
Yeah, an 8. I'll watch it again.
I'll watch it again. I actually want to watch it again. I feel like that
Yes.
and Knives Out are those type of movies where you can watch again, and now
like,
that you know the
learn something
ending,
new.
you're like, ooh, I saw that. It's like an escape room in a movie.
We also watched No Escape Room last night. It's a movie. First of all, it had like, we watched it on Amazon Prime, but it had like full commercial cuts.
But no commercials.
No
but
commercials. You could tell
faded
it like,
out.
yeah, like would fade out and then fade back in from a black screen. So you knew like commercials were originally set there. So we're thinking that it was probably like a Lifetime movie.
Oh my god! I think you guys just saw my cooter, Lily. Please edit that out.
Uh-oh.
Go on.
The acting was absolutely atrocious.
Trash.
It was
literally
so
newborns could have done better. It was so
it
bad.
was so bad. But like, first of all, I would love to actually do that escape room.
Looked great. The storyline was good.
Yeah.
The
scare
puzzles,
factor was good.
Yep. The puzzles in the game were really good to like watch and satisfying. But like I said, if it should have been a silent film.
Yeah.
Like it was so It was so bad.
I'm just picturing it silent film,
Just
and
like,
it just makes it 10 times cheesier.
Yeah, right. That's true. Never mind.
One of the nights that you were like really trying to get over your sickness, I think it was Friday.
One of 50,000.
One of 50,000. I went out, and we've talked about him before. Our friend Jono. We met him in LA actually, but his family. He's from New York. Sorry, I couldn't get that out. He's from New York, so he's back for the holidays. And I went out and met up with him, his brother, and like a couple of his friends. And we went to this really cool spot in Greenwich Village called Anfora. It's like
Anfora?
Yeah.
Anfora?
Anfora. Anfora. It was cool. It was like restaurant-y, lounge-esque, but still like really good cocktail drinks.
Okay.
Really cool tables. We should go. Music is like elevator music.
Ooh.
Not like purgatory type, but like just background music.
Gotcha. I'm adding it to the list.
So the whole goal of the night was to go play pool or go play darts, but a couple of spots around were too busy, so we just ended up kind of like walking from bar to bar. And I really hit it off with one of his friends who we had met back when we first moved here. I want to say like early August.
Yeah. Like I remember when we met them, we were like, yeah, we just moved here. Like
Right.
that was the conversation.
Right. It was probably like a month into moving.
Yeah.
Met him back then, but we really hit it off this like a couple nights ago, and me and him ended up staying out till like 4 a.m. playing pool, just us two.
That's cute.
It was really cute. It was a really fun night. I'm gonna get dinner with him this week. I
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm actually I'm like hanging out with 2 different guys this week.
Who else?
I'm going to a Ranger game.
Oh, right. Okay, for some reason I thought that was this past week, and I was like, oh, she must have canceled. Like I didn't ask about it.
Oh, okay, so it was supposed to be the 3rd, but we picked.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He's first of all, such a move. He sent me the Rangers schedule and said, these are the next games at Madison Square Garden these next few weeks. Pick a date.
Is he buying your ticket?
I guess. Yeah, I gave him a date and he said, all right, we're going.
I would assume. I feel like you wouldn't like invite someone and then
no.
Especially with that move. Like pick a date. All right, buy it.
Right.
He bought your
Right.
ticket.
And it like he didn't send me a link. He sent me a screenshot. So like
he was checking out right there.
yeah.
Good.
So I'm going to a Ranger game with a guy on, I think that's like Thursday. And then I'm going to get dinner with this other guy probably, I don't know, sometime
Whoa.
this week. Yeah, I'm excited.
You're just like
I'm
dating.
like, yeah. And like, I'm not nervous about it.
You feel
And
confident.
usually I feel confident. Usually I'm just like, I don't want to do it. You guys, I mean, I talk about this all the time. Like my social anxiety just like really gets the best of me. I don't like putting myself in those situations, but I'm really trying to like not give it that power.
Good.
And I think it's working. Like I'm really excited.
These situations with these 2 men too are so organic.
Yes.
I think that's
They're
why we talk about that. Like
they're
we
not
want it
2
to
guys
just
from dating apps.
flow and be natural and like have a chill start rather than like we are meeting up to explore romance. Like it just flowed.
It's 2 people who I already know. I have good banter with.
Yep.
There's some comfortability already. Like I know we're gonna have shit to talk about.
Yep.
Because we've already had nights where we've just like talked, you know, like there's not, that pressure is gone.
You're just going to hang out with friends.
Yep.
Like you could look at it that simple because that is the foundation of it.
Right.
And then whatever grows from it. But I will say the guy she was out till 4 a.m. with, I really liked his middle name.
Oh yeah.
So I added it to my baby name list. So that's an update for me. That's what I got out of this situation.
Right. And you've done this before with Leanna, a guy that Leanna went on a date with.
I think we said the name before, so I'll say it again. It was Milosh.
Yeah.
That was a guy she went on a date with, God, like years ago. And she came home, was like, yeah, so his name's Milosh. I was like, hold on. Like put it right in my list. I'm going to say his middle name since you didn't say his first name or last name.
Yeah.
It's Brock, Brock. Brock.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Such a cool middle name.
For a middle name. I was thinking for Callahan's middle name, Callahan Brock. But I just need a really dope last name now.
Yeah.
I can't have some lame shit with Callahan Brock. I need I need regal. I need something really, really
you need
good.
something really good. My kid's last name is gonna be Coat. It might be hyphenated, but like,
can I do McAtee with that? Callahan Brock McAtee.
Yeah, and
I don't hate that.
I don't want to lose my last name, and I know you don't either.
Yeah, I'm the
I'll
last
hyphenate, but only if it's cool.
Only if it's cool, and if I'm also open to doing what my sister did. She gave the kids his last name, but she didn't change hers because they didn't want to.
Right.
You know that like they can't be hyphenated.
Yeah.
It'd be it's like too many letters. So the kids have his last name, and then she kept her own. Like she was okay with that.
But their middle names are like a tribute to your last name.
Exactly. So
which is cool.
I would do something like that. I don't know.
Coat is not a middle name.
I think it could be.
Really?
Yeah. We've talked about this before. Like I would give one of my kids middle names Coat.
Okay.
I would do that.
Perfect. And then I'll give one of my kids Mac.
Yeah, do Mac. McAtee, you don't gotta do all that. That's a lot. That's a lot of writing.
T. Cool for a first name.
McAtee?
Yeah.
For first name?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the last person to like
Judge
be able
it.
to wrap my head around that.
Right.
That just seems so weird. But does that sound weird to like people who don't have McAtee as their last name? Like
probably.
Hey,
honestly.
what's up? I'm McAtee.
I don't know.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of
weird. Like, is that like what they call you on your baseball team? Like they go off like your last name? Like you're introducing yourself as like, hey, McAtee, get over here.
Yeah.
Like
it's a little sportsy.
And like, what if they're not a sports person?
Right. Well, okay. McAtee
I
could
don't
be
even
like
know
a
if I have
bookworm.
kids. I don't even know if I have kids.
Right.
Let's just, that's not the point of this. Anyway, Brock is now added to the list.
All because of this one night fling that I had.
And we were cracking up because the other day we were on a Zoom call with
our friend
several
from high
people,
school. Yeah.
But it was because our friend from high school, Carly, she was doing her gender reveal. She found out she's pregnant. She's having a baby. It was the cutest thing ever. And I asked her like she revealed the gender. Was texting her afterwards, and I was like, have you thought of a name? And she sent this like beautiful explanation of how her and her fiance chose this name. And I like read it to Alex and I was like, dude, like that's so cute. And then I was like, wait, if I go off these actual names that I have on my list and my kid's like, where did you think of Brock or like Milosh? I'm going to be like, oh, well, your auntie went on a Bumble date one time with this guy. And I just really liked his name. Like that's going to be their meaning.
Cute.
And I think I need to lie to them a little. Be like, oh,
just make it up.
I was in the Swiss Alps and this waiter. That's not even that cool.
I feel like a waiter in the Swiss Alps is a little more disconnected from their auntie.
I was with your auntie in the Swiss Alps.
Oh God.
Again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I look like I have my PE shirt over my knees right now. If you're on visual, I'm wearing a really big sweater dress. Like really big sweater dress. Like it almost
really
feels
long.
like I'm wearing like a Snuggie. It's nice though. I'm kind of hot. It's thick.
Where's it from?
Dressed in Lala. We'll just do song of the day and what we're wearing. The sweater is long striped sweater with a Queen of Hearts. It's from Dressed in Lala. Great quality. I love this brand so much. Their stuff is pretty affordable, but like really good quality at the same time. So all their designs are like one of a kind. I really don't.
Cute.
I don't see their shit anywhere else, like their vibe or anything. So Dressed in Lala, check them out. I found them on Instagram. And then I'm just wearing little red Nike socks just to cover my corns. What are you wearing? I was gonna go song of the day, but we'll do yours.
I'm wearing, I ordered this 4 months ago.
So long ago, guys.
So long ago, but I'm wearing my Kid Cudi merch.
Let me feel it. Oh wow, yeah, it's so thick.
It's so thick.
Oh, I love that.
It's not too soft on the inside, which is nice because like
Feels
it never
vintage.
lasts anyway.
No.
And I prefer the thickness.
Yep.
Yeah, it's from his album Intergalactic.
Yeah. I see it. It's on your boob. Intergalactic.
Okay, yeah.
It says 2022. It's like vintage now.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, I'm probably never gonna take it off, so you'll see a lot of this.
Right.
And then just like black booty shorts, and then I had to wear my like sparkly Galaxy socks. Galaxy socks.
Should you wear Galaxy leggings with that? No offense if you wear Galaxy leggings.
No, all offense.
Take them off and take your fucking Christmas lights down while you're at it.
No, literally the same person.
Oh my god. Oh my god, song of the day. I just went to my like songs and I have not listened to any new music in like so long. So
Really?
Go ahead, Alex. Take it.
Okay, this is a song. So the night after I got home from that like 4 a.m. playing pool with that guy, should we give him a name?
Sure. Brock. That's fine.
Okay.
Say that his middle name.
Okay. So I got home and we were texting till like probably like 5:30 back and forth texting like we were teenagers.
I
Just
love
like we know we were both like laying in our bed, just like banter back and forth, and we were sending songs and stuff. So he sent me "Let Me Do My Thing" by Jordan Max. It's really good. You should listen to it.
Let me do my, is it like THANG?
Let me do my thing.
Okay, I thought it was a thing.
Let me do my thing. Let me do my thing.
Wait, tell them about the app too.
Oh yeah, he showed me this app, which so fucking cool.
So cool.
It's called Radio, but with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 O's.
What's he?
Radio, and you click it. Obviously,
Step 1, open the app.
And you pick a country. It's literally just like a big picture of a big thing of a map, and you pick a country and then you pick a decade, and it'll like play a playlist that was popular at that time and place.
It's so cool.
It's so fucking sick.
I want to see I wonder what their big archive looks like. Like how did they actually pull all this?
And it plays the song, and
can you open like Spotify with it, or is it just plays through the app?
I don't know.
Can you build playlists?
Oh wait, what is this? I honestly haven't explored it a ton. Oh yeah, you can save songs, so it's like that in that way. But it'll play a song, and then it'll say, like right now I Got Mine by Frank Stokes, which was popular in the United States in 1928.
That's so cool.
It literally puts you there. Mm-hmm. It's really cool. Check it out.
It seems like the audio files are pretty good quality too. The one you showed me,
yeah,
for being from 19 whatever, it's like
pretty good quality.
Restored, yeah.
Right.
God, I wonder how they get all those. Okay, my song of the day is Run Baby by Mishal Tamer. Oh my God, Mishal, I like that name too.
See?
Mishaal. Mishal Tamer. Adding that to the list. Oh my God, who wants my list? Start selling these names because I don't know if I'm going to use them. Yes, that's my song of the day. Yay, that felt good to do. Okay, before we get into today's episode, we're going to take a quick break for our first sponsor of 2023.
Heyo.
That's cool.
And it's a new one.
Oh, yeah. Our sponsor today is ZocDoc, which is a free app that just gives you resources and schedules for all different types of doctors. And it's all through an app, which is so nice because I know I'm 20. How old am I? 28. I know I'm 28. But I still hate calling the doctor.
Right. And it's hard to research.
Yeah.
It's hard to research a good doctor to have a hub of so many different practices
and reviews
that you can go through, and you can also filter and see who has your offers your insurance, right, which is so great, especially at our age when it's oh my God. But yeah, ZocDoc is nice, especially for someone like me who just stays up in the middle of the night and freaks out about a pain they feel in their leg, and I can book an appointment right there. Right. I don't have to wait till offices are open or anything. It's just nice. I feel like our generation wants things on our phone, and ZocDoc did it. So as you guys know, one of my New Year's resolutions last year was to focus on my health. So when I moved here to New York, I made all of my appointments through ZocDoc, and it's cool. It's called their Well Guide, and it's basically a checklist of all, I had my pap smear, my vision appointment, my skin screening test, and it has just a list of everything that I wanted to get done, and it sends you yearly reminders it's time to get this checked out again. It's a really cool resource, not only to schedule your appointments but also keep track of what you need to do on a yearly basis. Yep, I used them last year too when I was actually we talked about this last episode, when I was freaking out about the psoriasis on my ear, and I was thinking I was going to become Justin Bieber and that whole thing. I found them through ZocDoc. So true story, when they came to us and they wanted to kind of fill in an ad spot on the podcast, we were like, this is perfect. We literally both have used this several times. Again, ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun. Go to ZocDoc.com/Oddvice and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/Oddvice. ZocDoc.com/Oddvice. Thanks, ZocDoc. So when we were brainstorming what we should talk about coming back, as always, I was like, well, what's relevant in our lives right now? And for me, it's trying to get back in routine. Mm-hmm. I struggle with this really, really bad. I'm actually so glad we're recording it today, because today is genuinely the first day where I'm you feel back to normal. A little bit back to normal.
did my makeup, got dressed, honestly, and just the fact that we're podcasting. Like
we're
we said.
podcasting. We don't have our decor up anymore, which was a big one for me. I feel like I always start with my physical space. And if this still held like honestly just any piece of the holidays, I couldn't get my mindset out of it.
Yep. I didn't realize that was affecting me too, but the second we got the tree out of here, it was like, oh my God. Okay, we're moving on a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, we kind of just want to talk about getting back in a routine, whether it's after the holidays or after a vacation, even after like a weekend trip. At least for me, it could be so hard. Like I'll have a bag that I haven't unpacked on the floor for like a few days because it's just, I don't know what it is, but I know people will relate. It's just like I physically can't get myself to get back in routine. It takes so much longer than I want it to. And then I start feeling guilty for it. And then I start getting mad at myself. And then that's never good. Like that's not going to be productive. And I want to kind of come at it with my perspective. And then Alex's perspective is like the whole other side of it.
I'm like
so good at getting back in routine.
Because I know I'll get there too.
Yeah.
And because I experienced this over the holidays, it really started after Thanksgiving. If I don't force myself to get back into my routine, I'll stay in it for months.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, I haven't unpacked for a week. It's like I'm in this for literally like 2.5 months and I can't put myself in that place.
Yep.
So I really do force myself to, and I have like a couple of tips and tricks I want to share that I do to like force myself, but gently.
I need that.
Yeah. To slowly get back into my routine.
It's a hit or miss because like there has been trips where I'm able to just like get back into it. But then there's times like this where it's taking me forever. And, you know, granted I've been sick, right? And like that doesn't help either. If I have like a foggy mental from quite literally having mucus in my face, it's going to be hard to like think about anything else. And
right. And that's why it's important to like really be gentle with getting back into your routine, because like, it's like quitting cold turkey. Some people it works, but some people it's like, it's not an effective or sustainable way to like make that change in your life, you know?
Right. But for me, like the being gentle with yourself, if we've talked about this before, there comes a line and everybody's line's different. But for myself, it's like,
am I just making excuses?
Yeah. Am I just enabling this behavior? Like the fact that I even had to like say, well, but I've been sick, which is true, but like I have to like validate myself. Like
you and I specifically, we talk about this a lot. We have a hard time like making excuses for things, and even like an actual excuse sounds like, oh, I'm just making an excuse for it.
Right.
But like it is an actual reason why I haven't, but we just labeled it as an excuse, and like we can't let ourselves slack like that.
Yes. But when is it real and when is it
right?
And like
when do we actually need to like give ourselves some slack?
Right. Like being sick. But then today, you know, I feel like I'm not like 100% right now. Like I still feel a little sluggish, but it was today where I was like, all right, you're walking that line again. Get up.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Well, it's like what we talked about earlier. If you're sick and you sit in it,
yep,
sometimes it'll make you more sick. Whereas like now you're on your like, you're in the 90 percentile of like you feeling good. But if you did have another day where you just like laid around and didn't do anything, I feel like you'd still be in that cycle.
Exactly.
So like it's good that you got up, you did your makeup, you went to the grocery store, like you're gonna force yourself to feel better.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's just how I look at it.
And I think that's exactly it. Like, well, I feel like we're gonna say the word force a million times in this podcast, because ultimately for me, I'm noticing that's just what it is. You just gotta force yourself to do it. And
no, literally like you guys link.
Sorry, I'm just so distracted.
No.
Mama.
What are you doing? She literally just like corner of our apartment is walking in a circle and like cuddled up next to this random pillow.
Like, you're hecka weird.
Facing the wall though.
She's so weird, guys.
She's just like a rebellious teenager. I literally can't focus with her doing that. Okay, so like I said, I really like to start with my physical space. We made sure to get all of the Christmas decor out of here. A deep clean is always necessary. I feel like, especially after we had 2 boys in the house for, gross. We had 2 boys in the house for 2 weeks. Like a deep clean is always necessary. And then in my bedroom, I always just make sure that like everything is in its place. I like to call it like my like mood reset.
Mm-hmm.
I light all my candles, open my windows, fresh air. I clean, first of all, I do like a whole load of laundry where I wash every linen in my room.
Yep.
I like deep clean the rug. This is like, this might be overboard because
I don't think it is.
Okay, thank you. But I make sure everything is a clean reset. Cause like when I walk into my room and I spend time in my room, if I still have like outfits on the floor from us going out on New Year's, you can't get, the whole goal is to get your mindset out of the slump or the holiday or the vacation that you were in like weeks before.
Mm-hmm.
So to make the physical change, it really does help with the mindset change that you need to go through. So yeah, that's where I start.
It's visual chaos.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I called it in my Silent Day video I did over Vlogmas. And as I've gotten older, I've realized how much visual chaos and visual noise is actually like debilitating for me. I grew up in a really messy environment. So, you know, up until the past few years, I've always been pretty like lax with messy things. Like I was like, it is what it is. Like I'm used to it. But I think as we grow our frontal lobes and become adults, we realize how much space you have mentally and how it's not unlimited. Mm-hmm. So like cleaning what you see, everything around you, like Alex is saying, resetting like your space and not having the shirt you wore 3 days ago in the past in front of your eyes, like it actually clears up so much mentally. Mm-hmm. And as much as I'm saying that I struggle getting back in a routine, the reason I said it's not crazy or too much of you to have that be your first step is because that always ends up being my first step too. Right. And I'm not even like I said, I'm not even like a clean freak or whatever. But last night I was going to bed. I knew we had to record today. And it was like 1 a.m. It was late, but I was like, you will sleep better if you just wake up to a clean room and a new day and a clean day and like a fresh start. Oh my God, Link looks so cute.
No,
right now,
I know.
It's so fucking cute. Oh God, I love her so much. I'm going to eat her alive. Anyway, it was like 1 a.m. and I had done laundry after the boys left, but it was folded. Like it was folded in the hamper. Like I had one more step to put it away, but it had been on my floor for 2 days in the hamper. And same with my clean duvet cover, sheets, all that. I like had my bottom sheet on my bed that was clean, but I hadn't put my duvet cover on because the night I did it, I started getting like lightheaded and I was like, I don't want to do it. All I need is the bare minimum and it's my bottom sheet. And then I could sleep with just a bare duvet. I had that on the floor for 2 days. Like I walked in, took a bath, got out and just took the next, and it only took like 40 minutes. Like it didn't take that long.
Right.
I completely put away everything. I smudged my room,
That's
opened
the
a
best
window.
way to clear the energy.
I like watered all my plants. Like I did. I just like you said, the whole like mood reset. And I slept so much better.
Soundly.
I slept so much better. And I was thinking too, while I was doing it, I was like, God, it's late. Like maybe I should just wake up early and do this. But
you're just putting it off.
I'm putting it off. And I know I wouldn't have slept as good with the visual chaos around me.
I saw this TikTok of this guy who talked about, he gave himself the rule of if it takes less than 2 minutes to do it, just do it right then and there.
Yeah.
And 2 minutes sounds like it's like a short amount of time. But if you think about like, if you break down everything that you did when you cleaned your room, watering the plants, less than 2 minutes, changing your duvet cover, less than 2 minutes.
Debatable. That one's hard for me.
Sure. Well, you have 2 duvets.
Right.
I'll give you 4 minutes for that one.
Thank you.
But all of these little things, if it takes less than 2 minutes, just do it right then and there. If you're just going to push it off till the next morning, it's going to take the same amount of time, but you're not giving yourself that ability to like reset if you're pushing it off.
Exactly. Because if I didn't do it last night, I would have woke up this morning and done it, and I wouldn't have had the slow breakfast,
right? Getting
ready, like doing my makeup, picking out like a new outfit. Like I wouldn't have had a calm morning, which is now leading to a calm, really nice day today.
And it's Sunday. Like now you can do nothing after this.
Right after this.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yep.
That's the thing. I struggle with it. I talk about this with my therapist a lot too. And like, I'm not like diagnosed or anything, but we have lightly talked about like ADHD and how like I've shown signs of it and, you know, whatever. And she said how that's like a big thing is like things you know you're going to feel better. You want to do it. Like, it's not that you're resisting it.
Yeah.
You just physically, it's like someone saying like, go climb fucking Mount Everest. You're like, I just physically cannot do that.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about even those 2-minute tasks sometimes.
Yeah.
Like simply putting a cup that's been on my nightstand away. Like that, some days it's the easiest thing. And some days it's like, no way. I will walk past it 45 times before I do it. And it bugs me.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm like, whatever. I'm like, I'll do that. I'll do that soon. But I need to do this first. Like it's like a for me, it's like a scattered brained feeling kind of.
Yeah.
And it's just, then times like this where I know the reset is going to take a lot more steps. I'm like, where do I even start?
Right. I was going to say, do you ever like find comfort in not touching it at all? Like in, like you're doing it as in like, how do I put this? Like the feeling of leaving things as they are is a little more comfortable than like the uncomfortableness of just doing it.
No, not really. Because like, I want it to be clean. I don't feel good. Like I'll have you noticed like I was out on the couch for 2 days because I didn't even want to see my room. And like, it wasn't even that dirty. It was just that it wasn't how I wanted it. And I knew I didn't like how it was.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't reset from the boys leaving, but I didn't even want to deal with it. So I just like didn't go into it. Like I avoid it, but right. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It's hard to put an explanation to,
it's hard to put in
shit
words
like this. Yeah. Cause like I couldn't tell you why I get the urge to do it immediately. Like, I don't know why.
Probably growing up.
Yeah. That's why.
What did this time of the year look like for you growing up? Like, what did your mom do the same thing? Like, all right, trees coming down.
Yeah.
Like,
there was always a day. My family's really, really big on holiday decor. And
guys,
it's crazy. It's like
her house
Santa
looks like home
shit
goods
all over the place.
Home goods.
So there's always a day, and it's usually like a couple, like 3 or 4 days after New Year's, and it's the full day. And my mom and the whole family would basically just do a whole reset of the house, take all the decor down, deep clean, and that's probably why I have the habit to 100%. Do things pretty quickly.
It was a established task that you can now recall,
and it didn't feel like a chore.
Many years later,
it felt like, because we were always,
everybody was doing it.
Everyone was doing it, and it usually fell on a weekend day. So like we'd be like, okay, let's do all this so that we can all sit down and play Monopoly, or we could all sit down and watch a movie tonight. And like that's just like, it felt like a reward.
It's like a
reward. We just watched that movie, Django.
I thought you said we should watch it. I was like, we just
watched
Alex.
It. Yeah, it was like a reward at the end of it. Felt like the aha moment. Completely. After such a chaotic week, month, whatever, clearing that like shit out physically, and then watching a movie at the end of a Sunday, like getting ready for your fresh start of the week.
Yeah,
it was like the perfect matchup of the physical and then the mental, like the mindset of the reset.
It was that just being a thing at such a young age. I mean, along with several habits we built as children, like that was so beneficial that she did that for you guys so young.
Yeah.
And that it wasn't a chore. Everybody was doing it. So it didn't feel like you were the odd one out. It didn't feel like a punishment. Like
it wasn't. Yeah.
That's the difference. Whereas like me growing up, I mean, we didn't do that at all. It wasn't like a one day thing. It was just kind of like you do your own space. And it was like, it was a chore. And it was when nobody else was doing it in the house. So you felt isolated because
got you.
My mom and Phil were enjoying TV, and I'm like, I have to be up in my room like cleaning. Like it wasn't balanced. It wasn't like fair.
It had this negative connotation to it.
Completely. And as a kid, like I use the word fair, like that's how it felt. It felt like tantrumy, like, man, like this isn't fair. Like, why do I have to do this? And like, it wouldn't always be Monica and I doing it at the same time either. So it's not even like I found peace in like, okay, well, my sister's doing it too. Like she'd be able to like go out or something, or it was always just so random.
Yeah.
Like chores very much were like,
it wasn't routine.
God, no. Chores were the button my parents pushed to get us out of their hair. Go do your chores. Go do this. Like it was a way to just like for them to have their Sunday reset. So I think that's why I know that's why it's not a good thing in my mind. And I know several other people relate to that too. Like cleaning, and we've talked about this our whole friendship, like cleaning is generally a negative thing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I know if I have kids, little Milosh and Callahan, we're gonna have a fun cleaning
Callahan
day.
Brock.
Callahan Brock will clean your room. I think that's dope though. Like I was excited to ask you that question because I had a feeling you were gonna say like I could see your mom and dad making it like a good thing.
Yeah.
Your
I
mom
never
is so
like
clean.
right. I never made that connection.
Yeah.
But you're right.
But it's gotten so much easier growing up though. Like now as an adult, like parenting myself and my inner child, I do try and do that with myself. Like
I think you're
the
slowly
silent day.
right, and I think you're slowly taking away that negative connotation that
Completely.
like a clean space has once had on you.
Right, because nobody's making me do it.
Right.
Like I am an adult. Who would have thought? So when I clean my room, it's not because someone's gonna come in after and check it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing it for me at my pace, the way I want it with my music, and like I could smoke a joint and it's okay. Like it's
right.
It does get better.
It's
with
your
age.
turns.
Right. So if you're in a place where you might still live at home and that's still like the environment for you, like it's not forever. Mm-hmm. Keep pushing, because the second you're an adult, you can, yes, they're still chores. They are still chores, but like you do them at your own pace and nobody fucking tells you to do it. And it just feels so much better. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I still have to like create those habits of like, in turn, nobody making me do it is also really hard for me.
Right.
Like I have to tell myself to do it, but I'm also the kid that doesn't want to do it. Like, I don't know.
Sorry, I feel bad sitting like away from you like this, but my hip really hurts, and I think it's because of how we sit on the set.
I know. My right hip always hurts, and her left hip always hurts because we sit facing each other.
And my like hip is always dipped into this cushion.
My knees hurt too from being bent. Like I literally, I'm sitting like I'm waiting in a waiting room right now. I have my legs crossed on the couch. Like relax. It's your own house. Oh my God, Link looks so cute. I need to take a picture.
Like I said, I really fell out of it after Thanksgiving. I think the weekend of Thanksgiving after my brother left, I had a really bad period. I was on a really bad period, so I didn't go to the gym that week. Mm-hmm. I just like hate
menstrual period.
Oh yeah,
not like phase.
Right, menstrual period.
Yeah.
So I didn't go to the gym that week, and then the following week I was still like slumpy. So I didn't go to the gym that week. And then the next week, I just had so much shit to do because I was getting ready for Christmas and we were like so busy at work. Yeah. And shopping and shit. I didn't go to the gym that week. So I really fucking fell out of it during the holiday season. So, and like, I still haven't been back and I hate it because I was doing so good when I moved here. And for the like 4 months, I was going like 4 or 5 times a week. And that was it like had become part of my routine. So it really fell off this past month. And I knew I wouldn't be able to just like get into it right away after the boys left because after after New Year's, I had another really bad period. So I just didn't get back to it.
That's another thing. We're both on our periods right now. Or it just ended. But like on top of all of this, like being sick, holiday season,
and it just like felt like this endless cycle of like the excuses and pushing it off. But they're real excuses because like I was really out of it these past 2 cycles and I just couldn't do it. But I'd started, like I said, I like to really implement like these gentle things to get back into my routine. So I just want to like share some of those with you guys. I have been waking up with the sun and I haven't been sleeping with my shades down.
Okay.
So especially like after summer or right after sun, like when it started to get colder, I wasn't sleeping with my window open and I started shutting my shades so that it was like pitch black in my room. And I never did that at Auckland when we lived in LA. I didn't even have shades. So I would always wake up with the sun and I would get up at like 6:45, 7 every morning, and it was part of my routine. So I have been trying this past week to not sleep with my shades down because when I would sleep with my shades down, I wouldn't get out of bed till like 11:30.
It reminds me of being in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like I've never been a shades person. I don't have them now. I didn't have them in Auckland. I didn't have them growing up. Like I've always lived by that. But the second I'm in Vegas and you're able to shut the shades, you don't wake up till like fucking 3.
Right.
Because it's so dark and they're time and place. It's good for when you're in Vegas and you're hungover and you need to sleep in, but would not suggest it day to day in your own home.
Day to day. Try and wake up with the sun. It's really helped me. I'm always lax on the weekends. Like
Sure.
I'll lay in bed till like 11 if I want to on a weekend. But during the week, especially since I don't start work until 11,
Right.
which is really hard for me because like I liked starting work at 8 a.m. It's easy for me to like lay in bed when my shades are down because I don't have to get up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
Nothing's calling to get up.
no one's forcing me to get up right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want to get back into my routine, I have to force myself to get up.
Yep.
So I've been waking up with the sun, which is a really big one. I also, a part of like my reset with my routine, I always make sure there's food in the fridge. Going to the grocery store and getting like a week and a half worth of food and having it in the fridge always makes me feel like I'm back in my day to day because I'm a person of habit. If I am eating and making and eating pretty much like the same meals on a weekly basis, it feels like I'm in a routine.
Me too.
And if I'm like sluggish and if I'm ordering out and doing Postmates every day.
And like random cuisines too.
Random, yes.
It's like
exactly.
it does something to your body. Like it's,
right. Random,
weird.
it's not routine.
Right.
Random cuisines at weird times.
Yeah.
I find that when I'm doing Postmates, it's never breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's always like a weird meal at like 4 p.m.
Yep.
And then it fucks up my sleep and I'm hungry in the middle of the night.
Yep.
And then it's just like a continuous cycle. So food in the fridge is a big one for me too.
Yep. Me too. Grocery shopping isn't part of that reset for me. Even part of like that visual reset, seeing the food in the fridge. We went to Trader Joe's the other day and like it wasn't a full grocery shopping trip, but even that made me feel better that like, okay, I at least have eggs. Like I don't need to be Postmating something the second I wake up. Like that's ridiculous. So I feel you on that. It's nice to have everything stocked.
Mm-hmm. I also do a really big hygiene reset. I'll take like a 45-minute shower. I'll take the shower. Yep. Shave every inch of my body.
Just no eyebrows.
My whole head.
I shave my head once a week.
No, I do like a deep dive in the shower. It's the best feeling. And then when I get out, I literally put on the thickest layer of lotion. It's
like, look at my legs right now. Look how ashy there.
That's crazy to me.
I can't do it. Can't do it.
Just try it.
I have. I try every couple months. I'm like, I'm going to be a lotion girl. Here it comes. And then I'm like I stand there and I'm
gonna be a lotion girl. The fact that that's a category,
like it's a goal of mine.
It's a goal. Yeah,
I get it though.
The hygiene reset, and like I'll do my exfoliation mask, which makes my skin feel. It like helps with my like morning and night skincare routine, which is a big one too. It's important just as much as your physical space, your physical body. If that has a reset, you don't feel the I don't know. I feel after like a really big, heavy holiday or vacation or whatever we've been talking about, I feel at the end of it, the grime mostly of the trip
or of like whatever just happened.
Yeah. Right. I'm usually like on a high mentally from like how much fun we had, but a lot of it is a physical grime to me.
Yeah.
And it's about cleansing that off.
I get that. I oddly enough like don't really lose that during these times. Like I still have done my skincare day and night. Like that's something like brushing my teeth for me that I don't really lose, but like the rest of my body, it is different. Like I take care of my face day and night every day, but you're right. Like the shaving and like scrubbing of my body,
exfoliating your legs, like getting that dead skin off.
Oh yeah. I've been doing laser too. So you like have to do that in between.
Nice.
Look, I'm almost done. Look at how.
When's your next session?
I think like next week, but
imagine if your legs were lotioned up, Kristen.
I know, huh?
That's
They'd
crazy.
look crazy. But my knees are all hairy.
That's crazy.
I'm only doing my lower legs. And my first session I was like, oh, you guys don't do the knees? She's like, no, that's extra.
Oh my God.
So, and I don't really
stingy of them.
It's kind
do
of
my
funny.
Knees.
I don't really grow thigh hair, and now I lasered my lower legs, so now just
your knee hair. No, I could see it too. You just gotta shave it. It's oh my God.
I just don't care.
I have a bad habit during these times where I'm falling out of my routine of sleeping with my makeup on.
Oh, see,
I just like
can't do it.
I hate if I have a night out or even like a night where we just do like an easy dinner and we're playing Monopoly and games. The thought of taking off my makeup at the end of the day. Ugh.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's so much work. You're in the sink and you're getting water everywhere.
Take a shower. I just take a shower. Yeah. I can't do the makeup in the sink either, or taking off makeup in the sink. I can't I can't do it either.
No.
I got a few years ago, this is like my holy grail when I'm in those moods where I don't want to do it either, especially after like a night out when you're like kind of drunk and like I shouldn't be getting in the shower. I'm gonna slip. Like, well, actually, it's like very unsafe.
Very unsafe.
I got this a while back, the makeup eraser cloth. It works really well. Have you tried yours?
Yeah. I used it the other night when I came home a little drunk.
See? And it's like, it does
what it needs to do.
It doesn't cleanse the face, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It's at least getting off the like literal makeup so you don't get on your sheets and shit.
Right.
And that's always been like an easy, okay, bare minimum, just do it before bed. Like you can lay in bed while you do it and like throw it on the floor after, like when you're hammered.
No, when you told me about that, I literally ordered it and got it the next day from Amazon. But when I'm not in my routine, when I am in my like really good routine, my skincare routine and my physical routine is always on point, and it always really keeps me in it like makes the days feel organized.
Yeah, there's like a time for everything.
Yep.
It's like your internal clock. Like hygiene is part of your internal clock.
Right.
The same way that waking up and going to bed is.
Also, a big thing for me is switching the mindset where my leisure time is now my reward time and not my day to day. Whereas like these past few weeks, month, for example, it's all been leisure. Like we said, we literally sat on the couch, played Monopoly for 2 weeks straight.
Like, we're not exaggerating, you guys.
No.
I've probably lost 60% of the muscles that I've built in my legs.
Right.
Like, I'm a noodle.
So switching my mindset to where, okay, now on a weekly basis, I'm focusing on productivity and my routine. And then my leisure time and this works for me. Like this could work with anyone's schedule, like fit it in with how you operate during the week or whatever. Right. But my leisure time is always like Friday night, Saturday. Sundays are anything's game. I can either veg out on the couch, or I'm like also totally down to like go out and drink all day Sunday. Sundays are my yes days. But my leisure time is usually Friday, Saturday. And it's my reward at the end of the week for being productive. And it keeps my routine in check on a bigger scale rather than like the day to day.
That's definitely like, I feel like that's definitely like a majority's mindset, especially in America. Like weekends are your time off, especially with like a 9 to 5 and all that. But I've noticed, and this is probably because I work for myself, weekends are work for me still.
Yeah.
Unless we're going out and like, we've had our weekends where we'll sit on the couch and do nothing. But like even today, like I'm also going to film something after this. Like,
right.
I like being productive on weekends, and I think it's because it's less pressure.
Oh, okay.
It feels better. I'm like, oh my God, it's a Sunday and I just got 2 work things done. Like,
right.
I'm on a roll.
And I think the lines are just constantly being blurred, especially now because, I mean, I experience it working from home. I'm home all day on a day-to-day basis. So it could very easily fall into that, like,
this is leisure time.
Is it right? This is leisure time. And is it a Sunday where I'm sluggish and on the couch? No, it's Tuesday. I need to actually get up and go to work. Like go to work in air quotes mentally. Because I'm not mentally right. But like I said, it's a blurred line that like we need to be a little bit more harsh with like separating it in order to like stay in that routine.
I get that. That's been a battle for me ever since I stopped working a 9 to 5. Like when every week's different because it has to be.
And you're literally like, wait, why does it feel like a Friday? And it's Wednesday.
Exactly. And then like Friday night felt like a Tuesday for me. I think I said that. And I was like, ugh. And Alex is like, oh, I'm going out. And I was like, it's a Tuesday. What are you doing? But like it was Friday. It's still a battle for me. But like you said, everybody's schedule is different. I think just like finding what works in your schedule.
Finding the balance.
Exactly. And allotting time is so important so that you don't feel guilty for it.
Right. Like I said, it's my reward at the end of the week. I still allow myself my leisure time. I'm not out here like, I will never be like that productive, forcing myself to work all day, every day, in and out. Like I need time to like not do anything.
Those type of people are another fucking breed.
Yeah.
Like workaholics.
I could never.
I will say there is like a part of me that really wants to be one though. I'm surrounded by it, especially in the creator space. Like they're
right.
More power to them. There are so many creators that are just go
every
go
day.
every day,
Booked.
like
Literally booked and busy.
booked and busy, literally. And I like that is so beneficial for people who work
your
for
career,
themselves.
yeah.
Whether it's in social media or any type of like entrepreneur based job where you have your own schedule. I mean, the definition of friggin' an entrepreneur is like the work you put in is what you get. So the people who are like that, I'm like, fuck, I wish I could be like that. And I've tried, but it fucks with me mentally so bad. So I still feel like every day I feel guilty that I'm not like that. But then I'm like, but I can't
You
be.
would burn out.
Exactly.
You
Like
would burn out.
what is better here? Like do
your
it
career
and burn
or
out?
your livelihood.
Exactly. And I was talking to Chris earlier and I was like, how were your holidays? Like, first he asked me and I was like, oh, like I feel like I'm finally getting back in routine. Like I was sick for a little bit, like just not doing anything felt good though, whatever. And I was like, how are yours? And he was like, oh, like I didn't really stop. Like he just kept working. And I'm like, then for a second, I'm like, I felt guilty that wasn't my answer.
Yeah.
Because like we were in the same space.
And you're like, oh, am I just like a lazy piece of shit?
Exactly. And like, that's how I feel sometimes, most of the time. But then I don't know. I go back and forth with this all the time. I'm waiting for the day where I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm not satisfied with.
I think it's just, it's the comparison bug. And it's just the fact that it's the pressure from other people. They get it done. They do it. They're like this. Why can't I be like that? But it just works for them and it doesn't work for us.
Right.
Me. And I think you would burn out. Like
I know I would.
Yeah. And it's just not you.
But I want it to be me. Like should I just do crack?
Yes.
Literally crack or no, I'm going to stop.
Speed.
Oh my God. Could you? Wait, I'll never forget in high school. I don't know if you know this.
Probably not. I tried to hide myself from your drug use in high school.
Thank you. Well, this one actually isn't me.
Okay.
There was like a rumor going around about this is on the cheer team.
Oh.
And it was that Bree was doing speed.
I remember this.
And she got benched for a game and got like talked to by the coach. Mind you guys, she was not doing speed.
No, fuck
Bree
no.
does not fuck with drugs like that. Never has, never will. Like but I don't know who started it or what, but I think I faintly remember somebody saying it was like how she was acting at practice because she was like
just like a
rambunctious.
Yeah.
And like the coaches actually thought she was on speed and like she got benched.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I forgot about that.
I wonder if she like still thinks about that.
I'm gonna ask her. I haven't talked to her about it since, but that's solely what I think of when I think of the drug speed. I think of that time of my life where everybody thought Brew was on speed.
She would. Okay, I will say when she gets hammered, you could very easily think she's on speed.
Yeah, but we were cheer practice,
right?
But yes, like nowadays, like when Bree's drunk, she's
another animal.
Yeah, she's Brian is what we call her when she's drunk.
We call her Brian.
Bottom line, it's marathon, not a sprint.
Right.
That sticks with me. I know it's
about the journey,
corny.
not the destination.
It's the climb. It's the climb.
Should we sing the whole song right now?
We're actually that's gonna be our Patreon episode. We're gonna do live performance. All seriousness though, I remember a few years ago, because like I said, this has been an internal battle ever since I stopped working a 9 to 5. I was talking to my sister a few years ago and I was like, everybody around me works with like so much oomph and like it is so productive and like I don't always feel that way and blah, blah, blah. And she told me the same thing. She literally said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You will burn out. Like success doesn't come overnight. Like she hit me with all those cliches, but as we always say, they're cliche for a reason. And I do really have to like constantly remind myself of that. And that applies to every type of situation. It doesn't even have to be if you're an entrepreneur, like no matter what your life is, try and be gentle with yourself in the sense of
even just like making a new routine.
What was that?
Even just like making a new routine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Be gentle with yourself and like you don't have to dive into this whole scheduled out routine just because you want to be in a routine. It's just these little things that you can like sprinkle in that you'll slowly get there.
Because I feel like we've all been at some point a victim of like, tomorrow I'm gonna do this, and like you get all hyped up that you're about to like change your fucking life.
Well, it's like that whole New Year's thing where like everyone goes to the fucking gym January 1st,
right?
And it's like,
and like I appreciate that, like it does work
and it,
for a lot of
works
people,
for some people,
to like start that like cold turkey with a bang, like hit the ground running, like that does work in a lot of situations, but
it can also cause burnout.
Exactly. And you could start feeling shitty about yourself if you try and do that knowing it's not going to work for you. So be honest with yourself in times like this where you're trying to get your routine back, or anytime you ever feel this way. Like, I think that's kind of what I've learned with age is like, you know yourself, Kristen. Yeah. That doesn't work for you. You're only going to disappoint yourself.
Yeah.
So kind of like look inwards in that sense.
For Patreon, let us know like what you guys do to reset after anything, holidays, vacations, weekends away.
I'm curious to see other perspectives of this, because as always, we're only two and we're very polar opposite in this one.
And we're very like end of the spectrum.
Yes, exactly. So I want to hear how you guys get through it, because honestly, I need
it just like, is this a topic where it's not even a thing to you and you just like constantly have?
I want to hear from those people that are just like, it's just another day.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's the trick here, is like, don't give it the power.
Right.
It's just January 9th. It's just another day.
I want to hear from those people, because y'all are powerful.
No, I need that mindset. Like, so bad, because I'm overthinking everything.
Yeah, we just put a scope on absolutely everything that we can.
It's just, it's a jail up here in this noggin. I overanalyze.
Go to jail. Go directly to jail. No, pass go.
No, do you want to play after this?
Yeah.
No, the Monopoly board is under
staring
our
at me.
entertainment stand right now.
Oh, you want to play OG?
Oh, I figured.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we could do whatever.
I do like it on the phone. Can I say
sure.
Thank you.
We raise our hand every time we want to talk on this podcast.
A talking stick. Can you guys download
it,
the Monopoly app?
Maybe for the Hella tier we can get like a big game going.
Well, it's only 4 tops.
Okay,
on the app.
Select 4.
4 lucky people.
2 lucky people.
Oh yeah,
we gotta play.
2 lucky people.
2 lucky people.
We'll send a code in the chat, and we could
just whoever joins first gets it.
That's what we're gonna do. It'll just be a random time. You're gonna get a 5-digit code. Have the app ready. We're playing Monopoly.
Yep.
I wish you could do more. Can't you play up to 8 people usually? Like, why is the app only 4?
Probably for just like load times and shit.
It's 2023.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, load times are a thing,
but they don't have to be. Right?
We're
also thinking, be honest, guys.
What are you gonna say?
Would it be hecka weird if Alex and I started Twitch streaming us playing Monopoly? We were like, no, people will love this. Like, we started like hyping ourselves up too much, but then I'm like, hold on, we need to humble ourselves and actually ask people.
Would you guys watch a Twitch stream of that?
Of us playing Monopoly? Be honest. And
because we get competitive. No, I'm a whole other person. I'm a bitch.
She's super mean. It's like, you're going to see another side of Alex. But we'll do it. Like, I will figure out
even
the
if
setup.
No one watches, I feel like it'll be fun for us. Literally why we started this podcast.
Right. Okay, so we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Just let us know.
If you want to join.
If you want to watch it. If you want to subscribe. How does Twitch even work?
We also had this idea. Can I say this?
I don't know.
We also had this idea to
oh yes.
So we went and we watched a football game last Sunday, and
the whole country did too.
And Tanner pointed out our commentary was just really funny. So we figured we'd just watch random sports and like
we can
narrate it for you guys. Not for the podcast.
No.
This will just be like a little fun thing on the side.
Just side hustle. 7 streams of income.
Yeah. Okay, let us know.
Let us know if you want us to be sports games streamers. Honestly, like titties out and shit. Well, you.
Right.
Like I feel like
that's
out. Duo. Just full ass out.
No, I'll wear some cleavage shirts. While we play Monop.
I'll wear no pants.
Okay.
Kind of hot.
Yeah.
But it's not going to show. I'll stand.
Is this an OnlyFans thing? Are we switching to OnlyFans?
Should we start an OnlyFans?
Hey, no, we've talked about it.
No. I don't know, though, because, like, God forbid our fucking parents see it.
That's my thing. Some random uncle is going to come across it.
Unk
is going to find it.
Okay, let us know how you feel about our other streams of income. We love you guys so much. Happy January 9th. Happy New Year. Be gentle with yourself.
Stop saying Happy New Year after
this moment.
Yeah.
Patreon people come on Patreon and message us little questions so we could do a follow-up for Friday. And I feel like I haven't said this in a really long time. Generally, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please rate us 5 stars. It helps us out a lot, helps the podcast just go to the top of the charts. So leave a review. Seriously, let us know what you think. And if you're here on YouTube, hello.
Hi.
I see your beautiful faces. Please make sure you are subscribed, turn your notifications.
And leave comments. I love reading the comments.
Comment down below.
Your favorite Monopoly piece. Like what little thing you are in Monopoly. I'm the duck.
Yes. I actually just bought a new one on the app. I'm $7 deep in this app. It's a little alien.
This is why we need our 7 streams of income so that we can fund our Monopoly addiction.
It's like gambling.
It is.
But see, I want to play Monopoly with real money. Okay, never mind. Like if we all actually started with $1,500 USD.
No shot, Kristen. Who are you gonna find to do that? You gotta hit
Dan Bilzerian.
I was gonna say you gotta hit up your entrepreneur creators who are just go.
Go.
They'll do it. Not I.
Your entrepreneur. Let's go.
Okay.
Love you guys. Happy New Year.
Woo.
Take
Stop saying that.
Take down your lights.
Love you. Bye.